Rick Famuyiwa makes us cheer for stormtroopers, and Disney Plus is giving every Pixar movie its own show. I'm Brian Carey, and this is Cannonballs, a comedy podcast where we discuss the plot of all the Star Wars media that Disney has deemed canon, including books, comics, TV, and movies. I am joined, as always, by my co-hosts, Matt Martirosian, Aaron Laramie, and Wesley. Let's just say they might recognize my face, Isaac.
All craft, pull up.
It's a trap.
Wants to make it about him.
Welcome back. I love interrupting you guys mid-conversation to do the intro. It's one of my favorite parts of our pre-show.
It's always your show, isn't it, Brian? No matter what, you're always like, oh, I gotta remind them that I'm in charge.
That's right. You gotta lay down the law. I like how for
Brian.
The first few sentences, you're like, is he actually doing it for real or just fucking with
I thought,
us?
yeah,
But then I gotta keep going.
Well, I heard you. You were like starting it off, and you kept starting it off, and I'm like, oh, he's just practicing. And then I was like, oh shit, no, I'm like, that's gotta be the intro. What a douchebag!
You think he's practicing until? You think he's practicing until he says, "Wesley, don't forget this is my fucking show, Isaac." In the intro,
Wesley, don't forget your fucking place, Isaac.
Yeah.
that sounds about right. That seems like Brian. Thanks.
So
bud.
we got a lot to cover this week, you guys. We got the penultimate episode of season 2.
My pants are tight.
So we're gonna skip.
I bought new pants yesterday. So
Yeah, they're a little
That's
tight.
right.
That's all.
We're gonna skip our usual. I come up with some weird half-baked setup to a joke we talk about, and skip our
honestly
our
though, that's
subscriber plan.
It's the only reason I'm here.
You're right. This intro isn't half baked.
That's right. Thank you, Aaron. We're eating the cookie dough this week, boys. We're talking about all the Disney Plus announcements. We're gonna save Star Wars for last. Marty, Wes, I know Aaron has his ear to the ground for this sort of bullshit. How much do you guys know?
I can't hear anything. My ear's on the ground.
I keep my
I was like, shit, do we have to restart? Aaron can't hear anything.
You guys are idiots.
All right, let's get right into it then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
so-
bust it out, dude. There's actually some dope shit. I have to
some
say,
good ones.
I'm a bit of a Disney hater in terms of just like I don't know. I think they don't take risks, but it seems like they're just throwing money now at Star Wars. So whatever.
Not only are they not
movies,
taking
we're
risks,
all on television.
it seems they're only doing short series of random movies they've made. So let's get started with these are a few new movies here. We'll go Marvel then Star Wars last, but this is everything else first.
Smart.
Beauty and the Beast working title. Any excitement there?
Oh fuck! I'm
another one?
excited. Yeah, this one's about
Who do you think
when he gets a job. No, it's when he gets a job. That's what it's called. Working title. He's a title holder.
It's him in the writer's room thinking it's Beast. Like, what title do we need?
Yeah, it's a movie about making a movie. It's just like the one where
It's Inception.
where I play the guy that's crazy and I have the accent and I make the terrible movie.
High School Musical, the musical,
James
the show.
Franco.
I'm James Franco's disaster artist. Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah. Yes, we were talking about.
Where's Hugh when you need him?
Swiss Family Robinson. They're reimagining the classic. And
Is that one about the
anyone
cheese?
heard of
They
that
look like the
before?
Meet the Robinsons?
Is Emma Watson reprising her role as Belle? Is it like a sequel thing or what?
In
Is
the
it
Swiss Family Robinson?
Yeah, exactly.
she played Belle.
Oh, it was one big title. It was Beauty.
We all
and
know
the
her
Beast
last name. It's Hermione Robinson.
Did she just say Beauty and the Beast working title Swiss Family Robinson movie? That sounds pretty good to me.
I love a good mashup. Percy Jackson
man.
and the Olympians. It seems like they're rebooting Percy Jackson and the Olympians. It has nothing.
How
to do
many
with the
times
first-
do we
Weird,
have
why?
to do? How many times do we have to
like-
do Percy Jackson?
There are no other children's stories
Does
or
anyone
any
know
sort
any
of
Percy
teen
Jackson fans?
fiction.
Joseph
I know.
Gordon-Levitt.
Is
Are
he
you
in
Joseph?
Percy Jackson?
I'm not sure who that is.
He's actually
I know,
he's actually playing Percy Jackson. And he's going to be riding around on the bicycle.
Oh shit!
It's called Premium,
Eventually-
Premium Percy Jackson.
Premium Jackson. It's Premium Jackson. And the bad guy is Samuel L. Jackson. And he plays Mace Windu. And Peter Parker's in it. He gets knocked over when Percy Jackson hits him with his bike.
And then he pops up and he's like, "Pizza time."
All right,
And that's the whole.
and that's where we're cutting that one off.
Emma Watson's like, these pizzas are late. I'm not paying for these. And then he gets fired.
He throws his
This
Diet
is his
Dr.
job.
Kelp. All right, some live action series. The Mighty Ducks Game Changers says.
So I have a question about this. I know people love the Mighty Ducks, but like, is that a franchise that they know? I don't know. I guess they just rebooted Karate Kid, and like the Cobra Kai was really successful
That
on
went
Netflix.
well.
I don't fucking know. It's so weird. I know that's a popular franchise, kind of, but it's like,
Well,
we're
Karate Kid
remaking
1's good.
Angels in the Outfield. Like, what the fuck?
Isn't the Mighty Ducks live action just watching Mighty Ducks highlights from the 90s when they were still a team? Like, isn't that pretty much it? You're like, Sergei Fedorov scores again, and I'm like, John Sebastian Jaguar's
Like,
pretty
that's still
nasty.
the reference for me.
He's
My
a
only
top
memory is
goaltender.
the cartoon Mighty Ducks. Do you guys know the one I'm talking about, where it had the magic duck-shaped goalie mask?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the guy right in the beginning of the movie, he dies because he falls into the falls out of the ship or whatever. He's
That's
like
a
the
good way
main
to
dude.
start
You're
a
like,
movie.
oh, he's gonna be the hero, and then he fucking dies in the beginning.
So
remember
Emilio
that movie.
Estevez is returning, and Lauren
He's alive?
Graham, otherwise known as Lorelai Gilmore, will be.
I don't know who those people are.
Lorelai
Right.
Gilmore is the mom in Gilmore Girls.
This is the Girls Balls podcast.
Oh,
Girls balls, Gilmore balls.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I watch. I watch some girls'
just
balls
talked about
videos, but I
girl
don't think we're talking
things.
about the same thing.
Yeah, hold on, let me Google that.
Girls' balls.
It's the name already taken.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Someone got
www.
Yeah.
a reboot
That's
of
a bunch
of
Turner.
episodes.
We've got a reboot of Turner and Hooch with Josh Peck.
Who does he
Josh
play?
Peck can still do it.
Josh Peck is playing the character that Tom Hanks played. I think it's Hooch. Josh Peck is Hooch.
He drank also Drake Bell.
He was, if he played Hooch, I would have lost my shit. And Josh Peck as Hooch and Drake Bell as Turner.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Oh, man.
It's a Drake and Josh reboot.
She's the villain. She'll be the bad guy.
I watched it. I wouldn't have watched it before, but it was the Drake and Josh.
I would watch it. I'd hands down watch it.
All right, the first new intellectual property, Big Shot. It's a celebration of girl power set in the world of high school basketball, starring John Stamos, Yvette Nicole Brown, and Jessalyn Gilsig.
We can talk about it on Girls Balls.
I have a question. Why are the two biggest draws like old people for a high school movie? Like it starred John
It's about
Stamos
high
play a
school
girl in high
basketball,
school?
starring John Stamos.
And John Stamos just has a wig and he's like, I sure do love Greek yogurt, swish. I'm like, this movie, this makes no sense.
It's
Oh,
good for
man.
my IBS. They're like John Stamos. They're like 65.
John Stamos, you're gonna play a 17-year-old girl. He's like, that's right in my wheelhouse.
That's in
Yeah,
his
he's
range.
too old to be their fathers.
The Full House girls finally grew up, and now he's coaching them.
It's just a Full House reboot.
Seriously, yeah, Mary Kate and Ashley are old enough to be their mothers.
It's just Full House with basketball.
We've got the Mysterious Benedict Society, which is based on an international best-selling book series with Tony Hale and Kristen Shaw.
Oh,
Yep.
I like Tony Hill. Tony Hill's
Oh,
funny. I don't know what that is.
Christ.
Like, it's kind of nonsense, but I like.
What
I
the
like
fuck
Tony
is
Hill.
that gonna be?
Does he have a hook for a hand?
I'll get you.
He might.
Does Christian Shaw always wear hats?
She does. She's in
No, she wears a shawl.
I'd wager that all of us only have these
I don't
Disney
get it.
Plus subscriptions for Mandalorian and Star Wars related content. So I figure let's see if there's anything else out there.
No, that's good because I've looked through sometimes and I'm like, this is a fucking waste of money. So yeah, I'm like Brian.
I was just about to say we could be the Disney podcast, but
Well,
Wes
don't
just
worry,
shit on
it's going up $1 in March.
Great. Well, I'm like Brian gives me the recap every week. I don't even need to watch this garbage. Like,
It's
fuck,
true.
man. What
This is garbage.
You tell us
What am I
next
doing?
week what you thought of my recap.
yeah, we should just do that.
talking cannonballs with Wes Isaac.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'll just get
Balls
on
in your mouth.
It does better
Hello.
than the actual podcast.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
dude. I
It's
do
like our
it. I do
TikTok.
it, and I review the podcast. It's just me and like it's me on one side and the podcast on the other side. And I'm like, and this is the part where I made a joke. That's so great.
You're with Chris Hardwick.
Chris Hardwick's the worst, dude.
Is he?
He is a little bit.
You know who Chris Hardwick is? He's the poor man's version of the guy from The Soup.
Oh, Joel McHale.
Yeah,
He's from
he's poor
Community.
man
Yeah.
Joel McHale.
Well, yeah, he is.
If it was
He's
like,
not
all
poor
right,
because he's married to William Randolph Hearst's like granddaughter or whatever.
Thought he was
He's literally
William
he's married
Randolph
to like a
Hearst.
billionaire.
Hayden
Yeah.
Hurst.
He's married to I don't know what the hell his wife
Jalen
name
Hurts?
Hayden Hurst. Oh,
Jalen Hurts. That's pretty
Hayden
cool.
Hurst, the tight end from Atlanta.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, he's got
His
some money then.
sister. No,
Oh.
he's
We've got
a
a national,
Jalen Hurts.
We've got a
Jalen Hurst?
National Geographic show called Limitless with Chris Hemsworth. And Welcome to Earth,
Chris
working
Hemsworth.
title.
And Bradley Cooper. Is Bradley Cooper in that one?
He is
Chris
not,
Hemsworth, yeah,
unfortunately.
Vin Diesel.
Bradley Cooper's like, hey there, monkeys, take this pill. You'll use all your brain. And then it's a planet to Planet of the Apes.
Planet
Oh
of the
my
Apes,
god.
where he gets recast as James Franco, and then they just ditch humans altogether in the later ones. They're like, these monkeys can talk
And then
now.
it was Earth the whole time.
Yeah, and then Charlton Heston is punching sand.
Is that a sex term?
Yep, he's on the
If
beach
you want it
punching
to be.
sand. If you know what I mean.
I'll be up.
I don't mind punching some sand every now and then. What?
Welcome to Earth, which is a working title featuring Will Smith. I would send Will Smith as our
Is that a
ambassador to
sequel to Planet
Aliens.
Earth?
What is Will Smith doing?
No, dude, Will Smith. Will
Yes.
Smith is trash now. I feel like everything
Will
that like
Smith
that's gonna be
He's
trash.
going
Yeah.
through some tough shit with Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, that's.
Dude's just
I don't know, but
trying
then- but
to
then
reach
he
for
fucking-
straws.
It's weird because he aired all his dirty laundry. Like,
Yo, everybody has relationship problems sometimes, but I don't do shitty movies because of it. It's not
What if-
like, oh,
what
Wes.
what if
Was
the
trying
two
to fight
stars
with
of my
Stefan.
movie? What if the two stars of my movie are me, and one of them is younger me, and then he comes back to old me now?
They're like,
to
you've
tell
got a
me
son that
about
looks
the
a lot
past."
like you. No, he shouldn't get any work.
No. Yeah,
No, I
You
want it
gotta
to be
pay
me
for
twice.
both roles.
I want to
there's
be.
a
I want to be
few-
double billed.
There's a few documentary series coming out. Secrets of the Whales, A Real Bug's Life, and America the Beautiful. Which one of those
I feel like
interests
Real
you the
Bug's
most?
Life-
I have a question. Yeah. Also, so you read them together so much, and I thought it was like Secret of the Whales: A Real Bug's Life, and I was like, I'm very confused.
America the Beautiful?
Are whales controlled by bugs?
I was like, because there's whales and bugs in America, that's why it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a secret. Are we not supposed
So
to
you'd be
know?
excited by them being mashed together.
I watched that. You know what it is? Nobody ever comes out with anything fun like that. It's always like legitimate stuff. Make a movie that doesn't make any sense. I'm all
Like
over
a
it.
mock-
A bug whale hybrid. Just start smushing bug types together, DNA splicing, make a documentary about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was still stuck on the Will Smith thing. I just remembered like Jada Pinkett, Jaden, Will Smith, Willow. That's how they name their kids.
No, wait a minute. Are you serious? Whoa!
It took me like 10 years to figure this shit out.
Dude, Marty, you're a genius.
I'm gonna drink to that.
Oh, that is a top 5 detective right there.
Top 5 detectives.
Inspector
All right.
Gadget.
I was gonna say that, but he's
Oh.
a detective.
It doesn't really matter.
Pikachu. Detective Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Then
Ooh.
Pikachu. Okay.
Commissioner Gordon.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Watson.
Batman. The world's
Holmes and
greatest
Watson, the
detective.
parallel John Riley movie.
So some Disney. These are movies now. Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh,
No,
finally.
no. See, no, because I'm pretty sure that we are far too late for that.
What do you mean that movie?
Well, wait for the next one. Sister Act 3. Whoopi Goldberg's back.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, she's alive.
Is that what America's been waiting for? They're like,
Yeah.
Tagline: Whoopi Goldberg back. That's the movie tagline. They're just like,
Police
please,
calls.
we got
All right.
Whoopi.
Whoopi balls.
We've got
Whoopi balls.
a Cruella DeVille origin story.
Oh, thank
No,
goodness.
that's a joke. You're fucking with us, right?
Nope. No,
It's
I'm
an
not.
episode playing Cruella DeVille.
Oh man, we should be Cruella the balls.
Shit. It has it here somewhere. Cruella DeVille.
If you said it a little quieter, that was hands down going to be one of my jokes. I would have definitely stolen that one from you, buddy. That was good. Cruella the balls.
I'm trying to find it. I see a picture of her, but I don't know anyone's name.
She smokes the long cigarette thing. That's all I know.
Thank you.
And she wants to kill dogs a lot. Just a weird thing to be known
So
for.
they're rebooting 3 Men and a Baby with Zac Efron.
Oh my
Thank
God!
God.
Why,
Is Zac
dude?
Efron the baby?
Yeah, that's a audience, but also in the movie.
Yeah,
It's a high school musical.
It's High School Musical. Three men and a Zac Efron.
They're doing
John Stamos and Seth Rogen are his dads.
Corbin Blue is coming back.
Cheaper by the Dozen reboot with Kenya Barris and Gabrielle Union.
No,
And
Jesus
now
Christ.
Steve Martin. He's only like
No, Steve Martin, it seems like.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Dude, Steve Martin has like a cane and he's like, "Ooh, I sure don't like these children." I'd be like, "Dude, really? You're kidding me with this shit?"
He's like, y'all just
I'd be like, dude,
stop fucking.
The sequel to Cheaper by the
Across the way,
Dozen, they all had
Gene Mundy.
grandkids, so there were like 47 kids.
Oh
running
my
around.
God. Yeah. So they're now 12 to like the 4th power.
They're fighting with the
What was the
Murdochs.
issue? What was the issue? How did he end up with all those kids? Like, he just kept fucking? Like, was that the problem?
They
Like,
just
It
hate
just
birth
kept
control.
on fucking.
Yeah.
There were a couple
Yeah.
twins in there, so I think they were
Yeah,
aiming
but
for
like, all
8
right.
to 10.
That's too many kids, man.
They were aiming for 8 to 10, and they're like, oh, we got 12. That's too many now.
And then they got one more.
They're
How-
cheaper by the
That
dozen.
is fine, but 12, dude. 12 is way
Yeah, cheaper by the 8 doesn't sound as good.
yeah.
So
Cheaper by the half dozen.
we're gonna have a hybrid live-action animated film starring John Mulaney and Andy Samberg titled Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Oh my God. Why? Is
That
it my
might
interest
interest
one.
me.
Is it partially live action?
Brian,
You have to hope that the
Tell me
writing
that's not the best
They
one
got
so far.
Disney.
You have to actually hope that if the
Brian-
writing's good, it'll be okay.
Brian just has not smiled that large in a couple of years, I think.
I-
I've never seen Brian
Yeah.
smile like that when he's like, Chip
Yeah, Brian
and
looks
Dale.
you look a little like a Joker.
Brian
Just
has
put a
this
smile
big
on that
goofy ass
face.
smile, like he's
Ear to
just
ear,
having the
dude.
best time.
We've already joked about Pinocchio, so we will skip that. This was my favorite
It's
tagline of the
Pinocchio, but instead of
presentation.
his nose growing bigger.
So we've got a movie
Yeah.
called
It's his butthole.
It gapes more and more.
Oh, God.
He's like, only liars get anal. Go ahead. That's the thing. It's Pinocchio 2. Only liars get anal, and that's like the
Jesus.
tagline. Oh, see, I go see that.
It's directed by Quentin Tarantino.
The movie is
Directed
called
by Ron Howard.
Peter Pan and Wendy, starring Jude Law as Captain Hook and Yara Shahidi as Tinkerbell. They don't even say who's playing Peter Pan or Wendy. Also, Jude Law is Captain Hook.
Wendy.
Dude, Jude Law is the guy to play Captain Hook because that's going to make almost no sense at all. I can't wait to see that.
That's gonna be British Captain Hook.
They should have Zac Efron be Peter Pan.
There's going to be a sequel to Enchanted, Disenchanted.
Let me get a quick... What?
There's going to be a sequel to Enchanted called Disenchanted.
Oh, wow.
Is
They're
it still
really...
Amy Adams?
It is
Is
still
it
Amy
gonna be
Adams.
like
She's
cartoon?
returning as Giselle.
It's so much money, I bet. They're like, please take
you know what I saw the other day is you know that Daniel Radcliffe does some movie where he's like a wizard guy, but he's you know what it is?
Jerry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe does the Frankenstein movie, but he looks like a wizard in it. And I was like, this poor dude is so
He plays
typecast.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Like there, yeah, but like I couldn't even bring myself to watch it because I was like, it's Harry
it's a
Potter
nonsense movie.
playing Dr. Frankenstein. Yeah, well, I
So
just felt
there's
bad
gonna be
about it. That's it.
A Giannis Antetokounmpo documentary called Greek Freak.
I thought you said John. I thought you said John S. I was like, who the fuck is John S. Antetokounmpo? I was like,
It's his younger brother.
I was like,
It's
is that
Giannis
his
and then
father?
John S.
John S.
John S.
That's he changed his name to be more American. I'm like, I don't think it seems
know
unnecessary.
why
Is he gonna play himself or is he gonna be John Stamos?
John Stamos Antetokounmpo.
And those are the only two Greek guys I know.
Yeah, they're rebooting all these nonsense things. You got to go back and reboot the classics. Like, got to get some like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or some weird. Like, if you're gonna reboot a movie that you're gonna like, you'll improve on like the special effects and
What
other
would you
stuff.
call
Not,
it?
like
Honey,
nonsense.
I Shrunk the Kids. Like, Honey, I Shrunk the Car. Honey, I...
You made
Did they
them
do like a
giant.
couple of them?
They did do a couple sequels, but I'm saying like reboot that franchise because that's a nonsense franchise that you can just cast whoever in.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids again.
Yeah, they're even smaller.
Honey, I did it again.
Yeah, like Rick Moranis. What are you doing?
Honey, I tried to shrink the kids, but now they're giants.
Honey, I'm
Home
Rick
Alone
Moranis.
15 fucked it up again. Sorry, Kev.
Yeah, can't remember to bring you anywhere.
All right, let's see. We've got animated versions of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, and Night at the Museum
Who the
animated.
fuck is Buck
film.
Wild?
Oh, is Ben Stiller reprising his role?
Is Robin
don't
Williams
know.
reprising his
I'd
role?
imagine.
Is
Oh, I love Robin Williams.
that was rough. That was rough. That was rough, Aaron. That's that that might be the opposite of a name drop. That might
That
be
was a
one
West
Joe
joke.
Buck.
Yeah, that's
No, fuck you.
Now Joe Buck equals Aaron Bucks.
Oh man. Let's
Fuck
see.
you, bro.
They are previewing a film called Jungle Cruise, a prequel to The Lion King, and
I think
The
that's
Little
what
Mermaid.
The Lion Prince.
Oh man, it's a crossover. The Mermaid King.
A prequel to The Lion King?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Is it prequel or prequel?
It's
Prequel?
Timon when he goes to kindergarten.
Yeah, it's all about it's Timon and Pumbaa before they met each other. It's
All
their
right.
backstory.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
With Billy
steal
Pumbaa used to be a
couple
mermaid.
of these. We are gonna get Baymax, which is a mighty number. No, not mighty number. Big. What's the fucking Big Hero,
Hero
6?
6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mighty number 9 was a weird Mega Man one.
Yeah, no, you're right though.
Big Hero 6, they're making a series for him, a Zootopia series, a Princess and the Frog series,
Oh,
and a
wow.
Moana
Like, what
series.
has to be cashed in?
Wait, is Jason Bateman in the Zootopia series?
If it's a series, probably not.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
He's
I don't
on the
know
Ozark
who he
series.
plays in Zootopia. I haven't seen it.
He's the fox.
The fox. He's the fox.
Brian, how could you?
Right,
not-
yeah. Zootopia is a top 5 Disney movie.
Oh,
right,
fuck
I'm
you.
fine
with
That's
that.
too
Not true.
difficult.
That's not true.
That's way too difficult. That's way too difficult.
There's gonna be a new
Hercules?
There are
Pixar movie.
There are 5 Disney movies in the 90s that are better than Zootopia.
Bambi.
Oh, I don't know if it's better. It's probably better than Bane.
So, new Pixar movie called Turning Red. It's about a girl who turns into a red panda.
A baby red?
I would not be watching that film.
There's an origin story for Buzz Lightyear. Bud Lightyear. Oh man,
You had me. You fucking had me. I was like, Disney partnered up with Bud Light. Origin story for Bud Light.
What a crossover.
I was like, holy shit, they're going to talk about where Bud Light came from. Oh, dude, you had
Buzz
me.
Lightyear.
Their first PG-13 movie.
All right. Do you guys like Bud Lightyear or Buzz Lightyear better?
Buzz
Which one? Like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which.
Buzz
That's
Lightyear.
actually how he
Which
got
one?
his name, because Tim Allen's a drunk.
Yeah.
Or Tim Allen. Tim Allen's a Bud Light nightmare.
That's a wet fuck, too. Another sad joke.
A wet fuck. That's a wet fuck. What does that mean?
That's for Tim Allen when he's drunk.
Oh,
Let's
man.
see. Some more series. Inside Pixar Popcorn, Doug Days, starring the dog Doug from Up, and a
Oh my
Cars
God.
series.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like Doug, like from
Doug,
like
like
the
the
show.
I thought it was Doug, the show Doug.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Doug Days, starring Dick Duck from the arcade game in the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
All right,
Oh my
some
God.
fun stuff
Dog
for
Days,
Marvel.
Come on.
Alrighty, let's see.
Oh, all right.
We've got a Blade movie.
Starring Wesley Snipes.
All right. I don't think
Is
it's Wesley
it just the whole movie of him paying his taxes?
Yeah, it's him sitting in jail, like just waiting.
Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness.
Dr. Seuss.
Who's in it?
Actually, that should be pretty
Willem
cool because I heard they're. he plays the Green Goblin.
He plays.
Doctor Strange versus the Green Goblin.
Yeah, I
He plays
heard.
Doctor
just
Weird,
like real
the
life.
evil version of Doctor Strange.
I heard that they're gonna make that.
Dr. Odd. Dr. Odd, he tells you about things that are healthy, but like he's not that nice.
He's lying.
Like Dr. Oz.
Eternals. All we got was a
All
little
right, guys.
logo for Eternals. So I know it's about some sort of cosmic Marvel Universe power. Hawkeye.
Sure.
We're getting I think a Hawkeye series.
Oh, finally.
Finally.
Because
The
they
Loki
took all of our
series.
input. They were like, everyone loves Hawkeye.
I would hate a Hulk series.
Well, we'll get there.
Starring Edward Norton.
Yeah,
Kind of.
starring Eric Bana.
So Loki, the trailer actually looks pretty cool.
It did look good.
Loki goes to
Got
like
Owen
space.
Wilson. Owen
Yeah, he
Wilson's
gets
good like that.
interrogated by like space time cop Owen Wilson. It's right after the events of Avengers. Yeah,
Mhm.
right after the events of Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in between, I think.
We've got Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings.
Wow.
Ooh.
We already knew
And
about
do any of them
Thor.
rule them all? Or?
Damn it, that's sticking by.
Fuck you, Marty. I can't deal with Marty anymore, guys. It's you know what? From now on, it's either me or Marty. We can't work together anymore. We're the
All right,
same guy.
We become Marty.
There is Falcon and the Winter Soldier series.
Fucking Brian keeps plowing along.
Yeah, I
I'm
gotta
like,
plow
"You're
through this.
dying."
This was ambitious.
Yeah,
This
what?
was ambitious.
After
Brian
the other
has
one.
us muted.
No way it's time to roll through them
I
all.
should just mute you guys.
Brian has us muted at this point.
And next week we go through the Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's
Brian's
about all the
like,
time
we're
we
gonna go through
have.
everything that's
Bill
coming out in
Burr
the
kills
next
his
10
boss.
years.
Next
Brian's
episode.
like,
Yeah.
oh, spoiler alert, dude! I didn't even watch it.
I'm excited for, and I'm sure it's coming. The WandaVision thing seems pretty cool. That shows
WandaVision is cool.
Yeah, that seems like that'll be interesting.
I'm a big fan of the Falcon and Winter Yeah.
I mean, Marvel.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
if-
that'll
if
be
they
cool.
keep the quality of that stuff up. Like, it's not like they make bad shows or movies. Like, they're generally speaking, like they make good stuff. So it's definitely cool to get more content out of that. Because like
Everybody.
stories, like they literally don't have to write them. There's 50,000 comic books for every one of those characters. So just
I
pull
will
a
just
story.
point
Everybody loves.
out a couple cool things from Marvel. They're gonna redo Fantastic Four again.
Oh man, fifth time's the charm.
We're gonna do.
All right, quick question.
Okay.
Who do you guys want to be? If like we were, I thought you should have. I thought you should have blown past it. And I was like, whatever, it's not that important. If we were the Fantastic Four, who do you guys want to be?
Michael Chiklis.
Michael B. Jordan.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
I'll be Chris Evans.
Yeah,
All from a different.
yeah, all from different ones.
Was Chris Evans? He wasn't Fantastic Four.
He was
Yeah,
Johnny
it was
Storm,
Human
dude.
Torch.
Yeah, baby.
I always thought that was Freddie Prinze Jr.
They're pretty much the same guys,
thing to
right?
say.
Oh, no, they were the same.
Wait, so yeah, I think you're right that he played Cap and then he was Fred in Scooby Doo, right?
Oh, when are we getting a third
Is that the
Scooby-Doo?
last thing? Dude, that's what I've been waiting for.
Scooby Doo a remake.
All right, so they're gonna tell another story from the Black Panther universe, but they're not gonna recast Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther's gone.
Yeah, I mean,
what else? This What If animated series, which are just random one-off animated stories. Like, what if T'Challa from Black Panther was taken into Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, well, and it's like, I know, I mean, like DC has famous ones where it's like one of their famous Superman comics is Red Sun, which is where Superman lands in Russia. And then it's like, what would happen if Superman didn't grow up in America and he grew up like part of the fucking communist Russia? And it's like this crazy story about like just how it's an alternate history. And so like, I think that stuff is cool.
Yeah, they're
so
gonna
the
do like what if Peggy was Captain England from Captain America? What if his girl got the injection?
What if Hitler
When
was
Doctor Strange told Iron
The
Man
coolest
exactly
one.
how they were going to beat Thanos.
A She-Hulk series. So Mark Ruffalo will be in it, but do you know who else is going to be
No
in
way.
it? Tim Roth is going to reprise his role as Abomination in
Are you
She-Hulk.
serious?
Jared She-Hulk.
Yeah, right.
She's like destroying ballot boxes. Like,
She smashes the liberals. Yeah.
Come on, she's the perfect She-Hulk.
Watch Cara Dune smash libs.
Who is it?
I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm always mad at the Democrats. And then I'll make you green. And I'm like, oh no.
You won't like me
I'm
always.
kind of fascist. Yeah.
I always vote Republican. And she gets you. I'd be like, yes, this is great.
All right.
Who actually is cast in the show, Brian? Do you know?
Yeah, I gotcha. Sorry, I was looking for all the Star Wars.
I can
things,
see the
which is-
reflection in Brian's headphones of him just scrolling.
Yeah.
He's just
Oh,
is-
that's what professionalism looks like.
Tatiana Maslany.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Dottie.
You're the guy.
I have to
For
look up
one errand buck. Who the fuck is
To finally match Joe Buck.
All right.
Yeah,
for
you
some
and Joe
reason,
Buck
the
can be
Star Wars
equals.
news wasn't on
And you
this
know how-
page.
You know how bad Brian wants that.
All right. Star Wars
Yeah, I know.
news.
Cool.
Get out of here, Adobe. Yes, you are the default PDF reader. Get out of here.
You are the best spice.
But am I?
All right. So Mandalorian's getting seasons 3 and 4. I think we assumed that. We
What is
are.
They're like, this show makes a shitload of money.
So we're
Well,
getting 2
making it.
spin-offs from the Mandalorian timeline universe. So Ahsoka's getting her own show. I think we all kind of knew that.
What?
Yeah,
It
that's
will
not-
be
Who
Rosario
knew-
Dawson.
who knew
It
that
will
was
be
gonna
live
happen?
action.
Yeah.
All right. What
They're
about
like,
Rangers of
popular side character?
Rangers of the New Republic?
Starring?
I think it's going to be starring those two
Rangers.
guys
Texas
in
Rangers.
X-Wings from that one... that
Starring
one,
Josh
episode.
Hamilton. Josh Hamilton plays the right fielder who accidentally throws that ball at that fan, and then the fan falls over the railing and dies. That's who Josh Hamilton's going to play.
And it's his journey of redemption.
And it's his journey to recovery. Josh Hamilton, drug addict to murderer.
We are
Texas
getting-
Rangers, starring...
Sorry, I really got to
Shoot us,
look through these.
Oh, I know. It's fine. It's fine.
So we're getting quite a few, they're calling them event series, so they're only going one season. We're getting a Cassian Andor story, which is Diego Luna from Rogue One. It's a little prequel to Rogue One. I thought it was cool.
I loved Rogue One.
Yeah,
Rogue One
Rogue
was
One
my shit.
I'll save the big news for the last one. We're
Oh,
getting
shit.
The Bad Batch. It's a Clone Wars
That's
spinoff.
cool.
Marty, can you tell us about the batch that was bad?
It was just a bunch of clones who just came out wrong, pretty much.
They're all like goofy.
But they're like badass, so they just do like secret missions and stuff.
I think it's better if they're like not badass. They're just like terrible.
Just like,
They're all like
you have
simple
a bunch
rich.
of cookies in the oven, and then 5 of them came out bad, so you sent them off to do missions.
This is Wimp Low. We trained him wrong purposefully as a joke, and he's like, "If you've got an ass, I'll kick it." And I'm like, "This is great. I'd watch that all day, man."
Star Wars Visions, which is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be like 5 or 6 episodes from some pretty popular anime writers and directors, just kind of one-off stories.
So it's not going to be like WandaVision, where it's like Anakin living with Obi-Wan in like a black and white like 50s
Ooh,
house.
that'd be fun.
yeah, yeah. It's
I'd
like,
watch that. What?
like,
Yeah.
I Love Lucy.
If they're gonna do a what if series, they should do a what if series where Anakin and Obi-Wan live in 1950s in America. I'd watch that. Obi-Wan, have you seen my lightsaber?
yeah. That was your lightsaber? Wah, wah, wah. Like,
One of these days, Obi-Wan, one of these
yeah,
days.
one of these days, Andy.
I used it to unclog the toilet.
Is that the studio laugh?
Yeah, oh man, that's. And the toilet's all fucked up and leaking. Anakin.
Like,
Oh,
and
man.
where did we leave the plunger? Oh, in the high ground.
Yeah.
Wah wah wah.
Jim face to the camera, like
That's the show. We've already pitched like 10 better shows than the ones that are actually coming out. Just
Oh,
so you
one of
guys
yeah,
know.
no, we did just name multiple better shows than anything
We've
that we
got
just heard.
Lando, an event series about Lando Calrissian.
I wonder what that's about.
We got-
Tom Glover's
They're not even going to give the series names anymore. They're just like, who's the series about? Lando.
They haven't officially said
Lando.
Donald Glover, but I think that's the assumption.
What, they just take the kid from Stranger Things and it's Lando when he was like 6?
Young
I'm sure he had an interesting
Like,
life.
my friends found aliens, and they're like, Lando, that's not it. You're the wrong. You're acting for the wrong show.
All right. Star Wars, a droid story. C-3PO and R2-D2 are joined by a very special new droid character.
I gotta snap my eyes out.
Why?
I already have checked out. I'd rather it's just like a random droid, just any random droid. I want it to be. You know what it is? I want like the origin story of the droids that get killed trying to repair the ship in Episode 1, where they're just like
Those
beep
guys?
boom and they go on top and they get blown up. I want one of them.
Their
One of those
origin
guys'
story?
origin stories.
How do you know it's not?
Yeah,
If IG-11's in it, I'm in.
Why?
how do you know it's
So many
not?
stories.
Okay.
There's so
All
many
right.
characters.
I've seen the droid stories in Clone Wars, and I die of boredom. So we'll see what they do.
I want
Yeah.
one that's hot.
It's a lot action or animated.
It's assumed to be animated, since it's only about
Oh,
droids.
Can you imagine live action? They should put that.
Yeah, they're putting in like $100,000 budget, $100 million
If we're,
budget.
if we're doing stupid shows, I want
A $1,000 budget.
I want
Yeah. Like, this show's gonna be great.
Cardboard.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it's like South Park where
it's
they
just,
cut out pieces of paper, like the super early ones. they're putting the mouths on like the faces as they're
What's
moving.
funny is with all these new series coming out, Brian's never going to run out of content. Cannonballs is running
Exactly. I
forever.
think I'm gonna have to move like the books and comic books to like a midweek minisode and just rant at one of you.
Yeah, I can't wait till I can't wait till like I have kids and like a family and a life, and Brian, I still have to do this shit at like Sundays. I'll be like 45, and Brian's gonna be like, "Hey, we almost reached the end of the actual Star Wars," and I'm like,
we almost reached
bro.
100 views on our last
And then
video.
Disney has another
Almost got 100 views.
for the shareholders meeting.
I'm like, bro, come on, man. I'm fucking old as shit. My kids are like, Dad, let's play. I'm like, not tonight. You know, I got my podcast.
You know it's 8:00 on Sunday.
Steph's like,
Sorry,
and my mother.
friend, Mookie Isaac. I can't have a catch today.
We've got
Sorry, Mookie. Yeah. If I name my just generic pasty
Mookie
white
Isaac.
kid Mookie, I'm sure he's gonna succeed. I'm sure that Mookie Isaac, the pasty white kid from Connecticut, is gonna do a great job making friends.
Sprouts Isaac.
Yeah, Mookie Sprouts Isaac's gonna have a great life.
all right.
Too bad he can't hang out with his dad on Sundays.
He's talking to his friend
At
Brian.
8:00.
All right, so Acolyte, it is set during the High Republic time, so pre-Phantom Menace. It's about the Sith growing in power. This is completely new Star Wars. Yoda is presumably alive at this time, unfortunately, so we will see Yoda. I will bet you money.
Unfortunately.
Well, bro,
I agree. Unfortunately,
Yeah, why?
You guys just said, can't we tell new stories? And you're like, you're not going to put Yoda in it?
But it's not. Well, no. But it's not like the show is Yoda, where it's all about Yoda for like an extended period of time.
We don't know yet.
If he's a small part of it, then that like makes sense. It'd be odd if he was alive and they don't mention him in any like capacity, and it's like, oh, he's over there, and he's like, you see like a shadow of him like running down a hall. They're like, there's Yoda, but he's not really in it.
Yoda, he's gone.
Yeah. He was just in here 1 minute ago. You missed
just a
him.
flash
Like,
in the pan just for a split second.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. So we got Squadron, which will be a whole movie. Deborah Chow, she directed the season 1 Tatooine episode with Fennec Shand.
Okay.
Or Shard.
most of those words make sense to me.
It's
Fennec
about
Shard.
New Republic pilots. It's just going to be an action-packed fighter pilot movie. All right, two more Star Wars announcements. Then 45 minutes in, we get to the actual episode.
That's a dream. Let's do
All
it.
right. So we've got Taika Waititi is doing the next like official Star Wars movie. He had a
That's
funny
cool,
tweet. I tried to find it. So Star Wars like announced it, and he replied to the tweet and was just
Sure.
like, "As a longtime Star Wars fan, I am very disappointed in how I'm about to ruin the series." So I'm like, he gets it.
Yeah, that's a little tongue
He
in
knows
cheek.
I
no
like
matter
it.
what, people are
Did
going
you
to hate
guys?
what he makes.
Did you guys see him play Hitler?
Yeah, I saw the movie.
movie.
It was funny.
Good.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you have a problem with Jojo Rabbit?
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
You
okay.
haven't seen it? Oh, yeah, it was good.
No,
I liked it.
I was just curious. I was curious
I
if
was
I should
gonna
spend time on it.
I was about to just say a giant spoiler because I thought you'd seen it, but I'm happy that you didn't.
That I didn't see it, or happy that you didn't say the
actually a bad
spoiler.
guy, Wes.
Oh. Yeah.
What? That's why I really want like the alternate universe where Hitler's a good guy and he's not racist. That's what I want.
He's just a painter.
I don't want to see that movie.
I'd watch that movie.
Not in this like context, like
I
of
don't
this
want
reality,
the
but
movie to
even
exist. I'll
a
say
different
I don't
reality.
want the movie to exist.
Yeah, no, not like where people view what he did as good, but where he actually is good. Let me
I still don't want
clarify.
the movie to
Yeah.
exist. All right, last
Yeah, I don't-
Star
I
Wars
don't wanna get
announcement
twisted.
before Wes talks about what some good ideas Hitler had.
He raised the economy pretty high. Go ahead, continue.
Wes's joke for our viewers.
Sorry, Donkey Clap.
I mean, he did. It was just bad. Like, I mean,
All right,
who
so
thinks Hitler
Obi-Wan
did a good
Kenobi,
job?
the series. Hayden Christensen is
Nobody.
reprising his role as Darth Vader.
I did see that. I did see
That is
that.
very cool.
Kathleen Kennedy said it was going to be the rematch of the century, but according to most canon, Darth Vader never found Obi-Wan, so maybe they're going to change it.
Yeah, are they going to change the canon? Because then wouldn't that be weird? Make New Hope weird?
Yeah, it would. It'd be like, I haven't seen you in I haven't seen you in 12 days.
Well, he said I haven't seen you in a while. So it's 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So Luke's only 10 at this point.
Okay.
So it's like 10 years before A New Hope. So, it could be I haven't seen you in a while. It could mean 10 years.
I mean,
I haven't seen it. You know what? They changed that episode. He goes, I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter.
It re-releases New Hope.
I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
The line is redubbed.
I haven't. Is that you, Obi-Wan? I haven't seen you in a hot minute, bro.
Is that you, Obi?
Come here.
All right, 45 minutes in. Let's talk about Chapter 15, The Believer.
The Believer. All right,
Who's
hold
the
on.
believer?
The Believers.
What do you mean, hold on? Where's he going? All right. Does Wes have a helmet or something?
Mm-hmm. He needs a helmet for all the sports that he plays.
I wish he listened back, because he'll never...
What?
I thought you were going to get a lightsaber or a costume.
I just need more alcohol. Go ahead.
All right.
Actually, wait, I do have something.
Oh my god. Brian, you should have just pushed past it.
I think I will.
It's not as good. I know this is totally, and obviously we have audio listeners who can't see this, but I saw this.
We don't.
I saw this at Target. I got this at Target, and it's got
stickers. A coloring book.
That I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm gonna put these stickers. I'm gonna put these stickers all over my car. I can't wait. This little snack time.
And put them on there.
Snack time for Grogu.
I could do that too. Yeah, they got snack time for Grogu. They got a bunch of cool stickers, man. So
yeah,
hell yeah.
That's not one of those.
Stickers all over my house.
Hell yeah.
Marty's
Marty's gonna be like, "What the fuck happened?"
Open the fridge and it's snack time.
every single drink that you have just has stickers, not on it, but in the drink. So you pour it out, and you're like, "What the?"
So we pick up right where we left off. We're going to get Mayfeld from some junkyard prison planet. Marshal Cara Dune.
And honestly, dude, he's had a great couple weeks. They've won some big games. We're talking about Baker Mayfeld, right?
Yeah, Baker Mayfeld. I think Baker Mayfeld's
okay, I just want to make
team
sure.
is good. I don't know how great Mayfeld is. Anyway.
I mean, dude, he's played by Bill Burr. So, all right, bye, Aaron.
Did he leave again? We're just going to continue without him. So we learned Mayfeld was an Imperial. He worked for the Empire.
I didn't know if we knew that before or not, but I was like, oh, okay, that's not great.
We learned it probably. So they need him to find Moff Gideon's ship. He's like, no way.
Yep.
And he's like, what's in it for me? And they're like, absolutely nothing. He's like, all right, I'm in. But you need to get me to this terminal so I could find it. I know there's one on Morak.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of random.
Son of a bitch.
I definitely want to talk to you about this in depth at the end of it, but there were a lot of key things in this episode that I feel like they did not capitalize on.
I thought it had super high points for the season and then incredibly low plot holes that I'm like, why is this even happening?
It could have been so good, and I feel like the way that they went about it was real strange, but we'll talk at the end.
Yeah, keep it kicking.
So they look at the base where the terminal is, and it's got some anti-aircraft shit, so they can't fly in and just storm the place to send an email or whatever they need to do. So they
I have to log into my Gmail with my password. 2-step authentication. No.
That's the whole plan.
Cell phone on the ship.
I have no service.
They're like, do you still have Mayfeld at theempire.com? And he's like, yeah, they don't shut down your email after you leave the Empire.
Oh, I spelled it Mayfield. No.
Oh fuck! I was a big Baker fan back then.
Yeah.
Oh man. Also, I've got a face recognition complaint when we get to the ends, but anyway.
Absolutely, me too. Me too.
So they
For the
have
podcast?
these cameras, I guess, that will figure out if you're part of the New Republic or any sort of association with what was once the Rebels. Boba Fett makes the funny joke. Let's just say they may recognize my face because he's a clone. Let's
I get
see.
it.
I like that. I was like, they probably would.
They waxed armor too. It was nice and shiny.
So
Yeah,
they're
he showed up with new armor, and I was like, look at this fuck.
Oh yeah, he polished it, painted it. He just had all the. He
I
was,
was like,
like painting like a minifig for like D&D, but it was his armor on Slave One. Aaron, anybody? All right. So
1-year-old.
And here we go.
Aaron owns a D&D like campaign book, so I thought maybe.
I used to. I don't anymore. but I
Ooh,
should.
that would be a good one.
You
Just
decided it was
the
for
kid
nerd shit.
plays dragons.
Yeah, it's so nerdy.
I know what I'm getting Aaron for Christmas.
We should do a Star Wars D20 game. That'd be fun.
I'd do a Star Wars any stupid ass game. Dude, I'd hang out with you guys if you guys wanted to play fucking Tiddlywinks. I don't do very much, so
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do tiddlywinks. So,
I would Tiddlywinks in Aaron's wallless, floorless home right now.
Play hooky.
Mayfeld, Cara Dune, and Din take this big Jeep juggernaut thing, and they're gonna drive to a Rhydonium refinery. I guess Rhydonium is used as like jet fuel, and it's or not jet fuel, starship fuel, and it's highly explosive. I looked it up. It's
the
not
most
referenced
volatile substance in the world.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is that what they said?
Wes looked it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So they make Din change into the stormtrooper armor to sneak into the base. Bill Burr has a fun conversation.
Just a
where
little
he's,
bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's just doing a Type 5. Like,
yeah. Basically, he's like, "Oh, by you people, I do mean Mandalorians when I say, how do you people wear those helmets?"
yeah.
He's like, what about airplane food?
Yeah.
Bill Burr says he's a realist and a survivor. You and I aren't much different. The classic good and evil type thing. Only Bill Burr's not really that evil.
Yeah.
We're not so different, you and I. Yeah.
We're both guys, you know? Like,
We're not so different, you and I.
They're driving this thing, and on the radio, you hear the other juggernauts explode, and they start freaking out. There's pirates. They're chasing them right on these little.
Why were there so many pirates?
the Johnny Depp cameo was great. I really liked it.
And why did all the pirates look the same? Like they were like racially typecast as pirates. Like if I ever see those kind of people with the weird faces again,
I've ever heard of.
He's like, but you have heard of me.
Thank you. There it is. Back.
Oh, you know what, guys? Fun fact. Hey, you know what I have here is a little Johnny Depp Lego.
I did not know they made.
Yeah, didn't expect that, did you? Did not expect me to pull out a.
Are we sure it's a Johnny Depp Lego? It's not Johnny Depp.
It's Johnny Derp.
Fuck you! This is my Lion King ship, okay, from China. So, all right, guys. So fuck you guys. Thanks, China.
Yeah. Journey Derp as Dave Sparrow.
This episode has been brought to you by the Chinese state.
Dave Pigeon. Captain Dave Pigeon, but you have heard of me.
Sebastian Crow.
So they're fighting pirates. They've got these thermal detonators. a shit ton of pirates show up, and Din, I'm not sure what he was trying to do. At first, I thought they were going to give him force powers. Like, he was going to be like, ugh, but I think he was, I don't know, just preparing to die.
He's gonna take a
I
fart.
thought Baby Yoda was going to show up, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
He's flying the TIE fighter.
Is that Grogu? And Grogu just opens up the hatch and is like, I'd be like, where the fuck did he come from? I was like,
Dr. Strange was just there going, zoomed the brain.
I was
Multiverse.
waiting, man. I honestly though, again, this is another instance. Like, I was showing Steph the episode, and she's only seen like half of it. But I was like, I gotta watch this shit.
That's your mom?
So we were watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, mom, if you could take some time from hanging out with all my friends, can you watch this episode with me? If my mom ever watches this, she's gonna be like, you're a disgusting piece of shit. But
Yeah.
that's okay. And I don't think she knows how to open up podcasts. But love you, mom.
Doesn't know what Star Wars is.
Fuck you guys, man. My mom's a saint. And
Did you say Star Wars?
what's a Star Wars? Like wars in the sky. And I like that they just make him so like he's not a hero. Like, he gets his ass kicked. Some pirates show up and they just like hit him with a stick, and he's like, oh! And I'm like, dude, you are the worst. Like, you get like any other Star Wars, they have people that are like, Obi-Wan will cut your ass down.
He's not usually
and stop. And
impressive
he's
in
just
battle.
like, he's not impressive at all. He's like, I hope that some TIE fighters show up, because otherwise I'm getting pinned down, gonna explode. Because like he has no hope half the time. And I'm like, he just lucks out. His luck is like 95.
It was really weird, like having the triumphant music and the TIE fighter sound screaming in, and you're just like, yeah, they did it, and I'm rooting for the Empire, I guess now.
Yeah, my mom was like, the stormtroopers. My mom was like, the stormtroopers, they're the good guys, right? And I was like, no.
Nope.
I was like, the music might have swayed you, but no.
So
You'd think.
at this point, I'd say the episode. At first, I'm like, this is the worst episode of the season. At this point, it gets better than the worst.
I was okay with it. I had no problem. I mean, there were some issues, but
better.
Yes.
It
gets worse than the worst. And you're like, what?
Or better, worse. It's
So,
better at being worse.
I thought all the cheering subtitles were funny. I watch it with subtitles on, and one's like, "Glory to the Empire!"
Me too.
Like just these soldiers coming in from battle. They're like, "Glory!" Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm
bro?
like, is this a video game?
Yeah, they're just shouting random like canned phrases.
Like, Stormcloaks rule. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
calm the fuck down, man. Stormcloaks suck ass.
Lords will never
Yeah,
bow to
I
an
like-
imperial crown.
Fuck the Imperials. I'm like, okay, all right.
So,
Oh, shit.
yeah, so they tried to sneak in and just use the email, the one computer on the base. And
Why
now
didn't
they're
they
the
wait
heroes.
longer?
Now
Like,
they're the heroes.
like, why didn't they but like they get in there and he's like, oh, that's the guy I used to serve under. Okay, hang out for a little bit, wait till he leaves,
Wait for
then
him
go
to
in.
leave.
He's like, we gotta do it now. I was like, dude, calm down. Like, just buy your time until it's nobody important in there.
Yep, so Mayfeld's old commander is there. He doesn't know if he will recognize him. Din decides he's going to show his face to
Hugh
get in.
Jackson? Hugh Jackson was just hanging out in the
What?
cafeteria.
Who's Hugh? Why Hugh Jackson?
Former Browns coach.
All right, okay. All right. I was so lost.
I thought he meant Hugh Jackman, and I was like, that's not it. Yeah, no,
Hugh Jackson.
yeah, that's Hugh Jackson. A Hugh Jackson
That's a Joe
reference is
Buck for
definitely
sure.
worth an Aaron Buck. Yeah, that's hands down.
All right, so they decide they have
Marty's
to
the
go
man.
use the computer, but it needs to use facial recognition. So I guess it just wants to see a face. It doesn't have to be a face that's on the server. You just have to
So
have
my
a face.
my thing. All right. So my thing with it is, I'm like, maybe they're setting it up where it's like he was part of the Empire before.
I don't
But
think
that
so.
doesn't
He
make
was
any
taken in
sense with
as a
all the
foundling.
backstory.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was like, it would be such a weird because I'm like,
Why are you trying with his helmet on?
Yeah.
so he shows up. He shows up and he's like, it
Wilbur's
needs a
like,
face,
you
and
need
it's
to
like,
show your face.
yeah, and dude, the machine is like, I'm gonna explode in like 10 seconds and kill everyone unless you show your face. And he's like, fuck it, it's me, Pedro Pascal. And then the
It's
thing's
me,
like,
Prince Oberyn.
good enough.
It's the man from
Oberon
Darkness.
Martell. It's me, Oberon Martell. And they're like, good enough. We thought that your face was blown up by the mountain, but I guess it wasn't. And I'm like, no, why would it recognize? I'm like, oh my God. And for a split second, I was like, oh, they're setting up like he's part of the Empire story. But then I'm like, we've seen so much backstory that makes literally no sense. So it just needs a face, just anybody's face. He could have cut some dude's face off and held it up, and then they're like, that dude's dead as shit, but who gives a fuck?
That is the
Jar Jar
face.
Binks.
It's a face.
So wore that shit like
Misa need my emails. And they go, yep, good enough. What a
Jar Jar
horrible
at
security system.
Gungan.com, Gungan.gov.
It's almost like they created this hidden area, and there's this one weak point that can destroy the entire thing with one hit.
Hey, they explain that in the sequels, okay?
Praise the Empire, man.
So we get to see Pedro
Praise
Pascal's face. An officer is approaching him. It was Mayfeld's boss, and he's not listening. And
what's his name? Do you know his name? I don't remember his
Yeah,
name. I almost wrote it down.
Oh, it's like Val. It's Val something.
Oh, you know what? I did write it down. Where is it?
It's Val Kilmer.
Val.
Give me a second.
Something?
Keep,
It's like the
keep guessing.
most Empire
Valen
name
Hess.
possible. Oh,
Valen.
Valen. Hess.
Val is short for Valen.
Yeah,
So-
he goes by Val. Valen Hess. Whenever he calls me Val, it's like everybody calls me Brown Eyes. And I'm like, okay.
So Din's just dumb as fuck, just frozen. You're like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Ugh." What do you do here?
And I was like, how bad can you be at like just like trying to do anything? And all they're like, what's your name? He's like, oh, like it's like and it's picture little guys like, we got his name. Wellington.
So Bill Burr's
What's your
basically
name,
just gotta
son?
be like, well, if we're gonna get killed anyway, I might as well see if he remembers me. It's like, oh, this is my buddy
Bill
Brown
Burr was
Eyes.
Bill Burr was like, I'm gonna hedge my bets. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
What's your name, son? Beef Wellington? The fork on the left? I was like, dude, come on, guys.
What's his name? What's his name?
We tried. What do you do? Cargo guy. And he's like, did you just say cargo guy?
He's like, oh, I'm
Cargo buddy.
guy. Well, he does have a friend named Grief Cargo.
I would have just said it's me, Grief Car. I would have made up a name. Dude, how can you not make you a name?
Valen Hess, everybody hates you.
But I love you. And we're best buddies, even Stevens, Valen Hess.
So
Shit, man, that was
he
awesome.
He just wants to buy these guys.
Be espionage.
He just wants to buy these guys a drink. I like how he's weird, like Southern. He's like, "Oh, what are some good old stormtroopers doing out here on planet Magnus?"
It was to make him seem more racist. That was the point. I think that was the point. He's like, "I'm down here hanging out at my plantation, and I think you guys needs a drink. Hey, slaves, fetch me a drink, boys!" And I'm like,
Fetch
"Oh,
us some
we're just supposed to
Randonium."
hate this guy." Yeah, I'm like, man, they just tried to make him as plantation-y owner as possible for this scene.
What was the original toast that Valen Hess wanted to do? And Din froze up again. He's like, "Should we toast to health, or the Empire, or Din? What about your name? Should we toast to your name?" It's like,
And he's like, and what was my name again?
And then
Dude,
Mayfeld's like, "What if we toast to Operation Cinder?" Like Mayfeld's like, "You know what? I don't like this guy." So Operation Cinder.
Didn't Mayfeld suggest it?
Yeah, Mayfeld did suggest it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
lived
Operation
Operation
Cinder
Cinder.
was the story in Battlefront 2, the game. It's basically like a contingency plan Palpatine had in case they failed to destroy the Empire and its enemies. Basically, like, kill some of the top Empire planet governments and just run off into unknown space.
I was there. I fought in Operation Cinder. It was a tough fight. I lost a few good men.
As well.
But,
I lost my entire squadron.
we saved a lot of people that day.
What about all those muck gutters that lost their lives just defending their freedom?
What
The
about the
video
muck
game won't let
gutters?
me do that. The video game will only let me defend so many people.
So I really
those
like
muck
how
gutters.
it was. I feel like it was a call out to like the Han shot first people. Like Mayfeld definitely just shot him. It wasn't like, oh, the bad guy, drew the gun on him and recognized him. He wasn't like, I remember you, boy.
No. Listen, I liked it. I liked that he didn't really recognize him. I think it added to the storyline. I immediately knew that he was going to end up killing him. I was telling my mom when we were watching it together in my bed. I said,
It just gets better.
I blame myself.
I hope we actually develop an audience and they just think you have this weird relationship with your mom. Like, we never reveal what the joke is.
What joke?
Exactly.
and I'm like, he's gonna shoot him right now. And she's like, what do you mean? I go, oh no, he's gonna kill this dude right now. And like, you could kind of see it was coming, but I was like,
Bill Burr's
this is such a
decent actor.
bad move. Yeah, Bill Burr did a good job for a degenerate piece of shit guy. So good for him.
Yeah.
He's cool with Din, gives him the helmet and says, hey, I'll pretend I never saw your face.
Yep.
They escape out the window. Fennec and Cara Dune are snipers up on the ridge.
Dude, and those stormtroopers keep coming out the window. Like, they come out the window, immediately get shot and killed. The next guy's like, the one guy's underneath, like, let's see how this works. I was like, you guys are so stupid. You know, they keep coming out the window. Like, all right, so like I'm in line, right? And I'm like waiting to get out the window. And the guy in front of me goes out and gets shot and falls down that waterfall. I'm like, maybe I'm not doing it. No, I'm like, let's see what happens. And I come out and get shot in the face. I'd be like, yeah, maybe they have some other people.
Yeah, but how about
Marty.
the pirates? When the pirates started storming the gates and the stormtroopers are hitting them all, and I'm like,
yeah, they were accurate. The first, they're only good at shooting locals.
Stormtroopers are lighting them up, dude. Honestly, if you guys watch that scene back, which you'll probably never do, there's at one point where one of the pirate dudes has like one of those detonators, and you see like he like does the motion to click it, and he throws it, and it just never goes off. And I'm like, oh, he's gonna blow up like half of it, and he just like he throws it, gets killed, and you get like it doesn't fly
Nothing
very
happens.
far, but it's like on the middle between them, like in like no man's land, and it just like, and I'm like, it's gonna
It was a
explode,
joke.
and the whole bridge is gonna fall down, and no, it just, and I was like, oh, all right, never mind, that's my bad. I guess he didn't hit it. I guess he just got shot in the face.
So I found it weird that Mayfeld killed his officer for letting a whole
Sure.
bunch of people die meaninglessly.
Sure.
And soldiers and good men died and their families, and then he literally blows up the entire like refinery.
They all made their choice. You know what it was? It was you know what?
They will die,
You know what tied that
heroes of
together?
the empire.
No, that what tied that together for me was when they were talking to Val Kilmer, and he said, and he was like, "Oh, all this you like that? All this Rhytonium is going to be used to like start the same shit up again,
Yeah, I
like blow
figured
places
that's
up."
what it was.
That's why. Yeah, that's what really.
He
I was like, okay, I was like,
saving
he doesn't
more
give a fuck. He
lives
just
by killing everyone else there.
yeah. He was like, I'd rather blow this place up so this shit doesn't get used to fuck up like innocent lives than anything else. So like redemption story. Let's go. Bill Burr's not so bad. He's okay, I guess.
We got those cool Django bombs where Boba's being chased by the TIE fighters.
That shit was
and they're
nasty.
like,
That shit was awesome. That shit was awesome. He dropped that shit off, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fucked up." I was like, I was like, I've seen this once before.
General Kenobi.
General Kenobi. My little
I
arms
am a
pop
fat
out
like my
dude,
father before me.
I have so many arms and so many lightsabers. Wouldn't you just train to be good with them? Like, he was terrible. And he's got like a spleen. Like, I'm General Grievous, and I'm pretty much just a robot with a spleen.
So
Like, that's not a heart.
no.
Go ahead.
So Cara Dune decides Mayfeld died in the refinery explosion to give him his freedom, and they don't give him a ride. They're just like, all right, you're free. Just wander off.
I'm watching that scene. That was my favorite scene. I'm watching that shit, and I was like, all right. So, like, you're going to let him go. Who's he hanging out with? The Empire or the pirates? Because you literally left him on a planet with nothing. I was like, oh, you're going to take him to, like, a place of civilization. No. She's like, oh, you must have died. And he's like, I can leave? And he's, like, happy about it. Like,
he's like,
can't wait to wander off.
Walk.
What does he have? It's not like he has a bunch of cash in his pockets and he can be like, I'm going to buy a flight off this. Dude, he has nothing. Like, imagine you're a prisoner. You do that shit, and then you get out of it, and they're like, yo, don't worry about it. You're free to go. I'd be like, all I have are my clothes. I don't have, like, a cell phone. I don't have any
Clearly
food.
don't look like the locals, so the pirates are going to think you're the Empire.
Yeah, the pirates are going to be pissed off. I don't look Asian like everybody that lives there, because apparently that's,
not Asian
that's
or
the demographic. That's the demographic that, yeah.
You stand up there and immediately get shot by pirates.
Yeah, like, honestly, man, he probably got killed immediately when he got into town, because I'd be like, who the fuck is this piece of shit?
The end of season 3, we're going to need to put another team together.
Of course.
All right, so, and then to end the episode, Din Djarin gives Moff Gideon the same speech that Moff gave him at the end of season 1, which was kind of cool.
Yeah,
I would have liked it better if he was like,
I will kill you. That's my Liam Neeson.
I was gonna say I would like it better if he's like, I don't have a lot of money, but what I do have is a special set of skills.
Yeah,
I have friends.
I am curious why
sometimes do something.
he chose to let him know he knows where he is, rather than, sneak up on him and have the element of surprise. It's like, you were in hiding and now you are found. Stay right there so I could come get the baby back.
He's just ballsy. Also, he's terrible. That's probably why, because he's fucking awful, man.
Yeah, when you realize Djarin's the worst Mandalorian.
Did we lose Brian?
Did you lose me?
He's terrible.
You're frozen.
There you go.
No, welcome home.
I was just staying very still. So
Very still.
I thought basically if the Bill Burr thing where he shoots his commanding officer didn't happen, I think this is one of the worst episodes in my humble opinion, just because of plot holes.
The worst thing for me was I wish they had built Val Kilmer up to be a little bit bigger of a character. Because I didn't I was like he's like a big commanding up, but I'm like, I don't care. I don't know. I wish they talked about it a little bit earlier, where they're like, oh, this is one of the guys we're looking for. This is one of the guys that could be trying to get Grogu and but no, it's just
man.
Absolutely. If it was if he killed Moff Gideon there, I would be like, that's cool. But he's not enough of a bad guy for us to be like, oh, you killed this southern plantation owner in cold blood. That's great.
And I will never complain about sci-fi, science, actual science and physics plot holes in Star Wars, because it's not a sci-fi movie.
Sure. It's not real. Sure.
Yeah. But
oh my God, are we in charge of the
why
podcast?
Does it recognize why does it just
welcome to Cannonballs with Wes Isaac.
Oh shit. Is Frozen Brian gonna be oh my God, am I in charge?
Guys, can you just assume I'm here?
All right.
Can you just assume I'm here, you guys?
You're here.
Yeah,
well, that's so fun.
Because I
you want to just say, no, we're sure you are, but would you like us to just answer your questions or statements with just general topic? You're like, and we're like, yeah, because he's the Mandalorian. Would that be better?
As a consummate professional, that should be your go-to.
As a drunken Sunday night boy, All right. The show must go. I thought I was taking over for a second. That's my bad.
Nope. I'm very much here.
Give me the. It's my fault. I missed the line. Give me the line one more time.
We always say on the Cannonball podcast.
So yeah, I'll never complain about sci-fi plot holes in Star Wars because it's not a sci-fi movie.
Star Wars.
But I will complain about like dumbass shit like why does the computer recognize just any face?
Dude, if you have that kind of technology, it should only recognize people that are registered to work for the Empire.
Like they've got
like,
nonsensical rules.
Dude, you have a face, so I guess it's okay that you access this terminal. I was like, how the fuck is he getting away with this?
I'm not going to be like, well, if they're traveling at light speed, technically Luke could be 20 when he travels to
whatever.
Yavin. I'm like, no, it's made up.
But honestly, dude, like I don't even have a problem with that as much as I have a problem that they don't discuss it. Or he's just like, I'll go to the terminal, and Bill Burr's like,
that'll work.
Like he wouldn't be like, oh, it won't work because you aren't registered with the. No, he's just like, he doesn't even tell him. He doesn't tell him that it will or won't work. He's just like,
yeah,
I'm Bill Burr. I'm like, no, dude, like, give him something. Give him like, oh, well, as long as you show your face, it doesn't matter. The Empire's cheap as shit when it comes to security. Or he should have been like, listen, bro, you got to be registered to work for the because they were like, when they were trying to go in, everybody is like, oh, my face is going to be recognized by the thing. And I'm like, how is this going to work? And he just shows up and he's like, it's me, Pedro Pascal. And they're like, dude, the actor? That's awesome. What do you need? Do you know where the Chicken Man is? The Chicken Man ship has got the little Yoda guy, and he's like over here.
Also,
and they're like,
if you're a logical Chicken Man, just move your ship. It's like, oh, I know where you are. He's like, well, now you don't. Thank you for telling me.
I'd be like, time to hyperdrive out of here. Sorry, guys, no more chicken.
To taste this chicken.
I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
All right, so I've
was
ranted.
An issue.
Aaron, Marty, Wes, and I have ranted. Give us your thoughts.
Oh, I got one more thing I want to do though.
Oh, okay.
But you guys
Wes
go ahead.
Let's take a shot. No, Wes, save it for the. And as we always say,
it's not the shot. I have one more thing I want to actually talk about. I'm making another drink. Well, I just wanted to discuss the. I wanted Bill Burr to die. I think this is a good completion of his story arc. I think it was a good time for him to die. No, I think that not like you're a douche. I thought.
I wish he was dead.
I thought he was going to get killed, and I was like, "This is pretty much like his story arc is pretty much all set. This is perfect.
Sure,
it's time for him to die."
Yeah,
and I told my mom in my bed, and I was like, "They're going to kill Bill Burr," and she's like,
"You rolled over in bed and looked your mom straight in the eyes and said he should have died there."
I said, "No." I said he's gonna die.
She said, "That's just a dream, honey. Bill Burr's still alive."
Yeah, I wish Bill Burr was dead. It's like, don't worry, Wes. Bill Burr can't hurt you. He's not real.
Yeah. Then she tucked me back into bed, and that was it. Because that's as far as I'm going to go with this. That's as far as I'm going with this joke. So.
All right, Marty, Aaron, thoughts on the episode?
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
I actually didn't hate it.
My brother told me he loved the episode.
Like, I liked it. I thought it's better than like 90% of the episodes in season 1, and I thought it was better than the first 2 episodes of season 1 or season 2. So that's where I stand on that, and yeah.
And I think
I do understand your plot holes, but yeah, that's right. I thought it was good.
I think having the big name actors like sprinkled in every now and again is a little odd because it's like this weird thing where like it draws attention to like inconsequential roles. You're like, oh, this person will be important, and then it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Dallin Hess or whatever his name was. He was the Night King in Game of Thrones.
What?
Yeah.
Honestly, fuck Marty though, because Marty has so much fucking information. I feel like I'm just like cut rate compared to Marty.
Google it and let me know so I can get myself an Aaron Buck.
I don't think that's him.
I'm pretty sure I saw it.
I was more talking about Jude Law.
Jude Law's in the episode.
Jude Law's the Night King.
Jude Law plays Bill Burr.
right, Richard Brake.
Play a dude disguised as another dude.
I'm not seeing Game of Thrones on his IMDb. I'm just gonna type in Richard Brake and Game of Thrones.
Night King. Night King was portrayed by British American actor Richard Blake
There it
in
is.
seasons 4 and 5.
Richard Blake.
And then
Blake or
by actor and stuntman, you know what it is? Vladimir Furdik took over in season 6 to 8.
What's the last
That's
name
what it is.
again?
It's Vladimir Furdik. Furdik. Furdik, guys. It's Furdik. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry
right.
to tell you.
Are you sure
That
it's not
Vladimir Furdik
Furdyke?
took over. What do you think, Brian?
Furdyke.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. That totally makes sense to me. Classic Vladimir Furdik.
I love Brian, man.
Yeah, no, that's what I would say towards this.
shit.
Marty,
He looks so good right now.
Marty, how did you feel
you.
about the ending of Game of Thrones?
And as we always say on Cannonballs,
Furdyke. Marty, Game of Thrones.
Is Daryl in the room, like, watching porn too? Like, is that why you're watching right now?
I have no idea what my issue is, but everything's coming through fine on my end. So just keep it rolling. Be
Then you're good, man. We kept you in the loop
That's
this
so
time. I
funny.
tried to be good this time.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did
man.
I'm
good.
really interested to hear this back.
I can.
Yeah.
It's recording fine on my end. What I hear is well, except when you guys are like Brian's gone and I keep talking. But
I love it.
Vladimir
All right,
Furdik,
Marty.
man. Yeah, but
Game
same
of
actor.
Thrones.
That's a Marty. That's an Aaron Buck. That's
That's for
I
sure an
agree.
Aaron Buck. That might be a $2 bill.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't care if you do the research beforehand, the fact that you do the research beforehand
Yeah, that's
is
worth
an
it.
Aaron
you
Buck
still get
itself.
you still get the Aaron Buck.
It's happening.
Oh shit!
Aaron Buck.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
Joe Buck.
the tale's
thank
all the
God.
time.
Did you guys know that Brian loves Joe Buck?
It's true. He's my favorite. All right.
Almost as much as I love sleeping next to my mom. Go ahead.
If you've made it this far, you should go to our YouTube and watch that SpongeBob gameplay because it's still in the single digits for views.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Not you. Of
That's on
course,
you,
you guys
pal.
made it this far.
I've actually seen it. I've actually watched it.
What
I
did you
watched
think?
it when I was pooping the other day, and I was like, "This is funny."
That's good poop.
I
I
realized
actually watched
because
it.
I wanted to post something to the Instagram. Only like 2 things happen. It's us trying to solve the puzzle, and then us with the rolling boulder. But I was fine with it. All right.
Rolling Boulder was tough, man.
Anyone have any more thoughts? We're at an hour 20 minutes, which used to be
No,
our
I think that's
average.
probably good.
That's better than what I thought.
Marty.
Yeah, I thought this was like a 2-hour fucking show. I was like, "Oh shit, we're fucked."
It seems like somebody had a sign off.
It's not me. I did my half-ass one last week. I have not come up with a good sign-off in months now. It's been months.
I think I have this Joe Buck catchphrase I could use.
Okay. All
You
right.
just bust it out, Marty.
As we
The
always
buck
say,
stops here.
to end the Cannon Balls podcast, Marty.
Slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong!